So I really want to do a quick video on motivation. Being on Tumblr, I see a lot of posts just about questions about how people stay motivated and what they do and things like that. And I get a few of those every once in a while. And I feel like if I could just put it all in one video, it would be so much easier. So, if I don't slow down, I will literally talk at the fastest pace for the entire video. I need to take breathers every once in a while. So if you see me in my little zone, it's because I went off on a little rant and now, one, I'm out of breath, and two, you probably didn't hear a damn word I said. I went so fast. So we're gonna slow this sucker down. Okay. So motivation. I have like three or four things about motivation that I think are essential and that will really help you if you're really looking for some motivation here. So, 1, realistic goals. I have been dieting since I was probably 10 or 11, so I started at a wee age being overweight. And I have been up and down with my weight forever. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Right now, we're staying down, which is good. But I still have a long way to go. I officially restarted my journey, I guess you could call it, this last November, I think it was. I was serious, but November I cracked down and I was like, I'm gonna do this. So, and since November, I've lost 15 pounds. So, I'm not this guru who's lost hundreds of pounds. I've only lost 15. I want to lose 75 total. But I have had some experience in my life that leads me to giving some tips on motivation, because I have been the worst motivated person in the world. And here's why. Rule 1, setting goals that work. When you start dieting at the wee age of 10 or 11, you are not thinking, what's realistic? What's possible to lose? How many calories should I be eating? No. I thought, I want to lose 20 pounds in a month. And I never did it. Not a single time. Let me tell you why. Because it's not realistic to lose 20 pounds in a month. And I would set these goals. And since the dawn of time, I have written my goals out on a piece of paper. I probably have one on my desk, but I'm not going to search for it. I am the most unorganized person in the world, but when it comes to goals, I write those suckers down. Those suckers are written down. And since I can remember, I would say 20 pounds in a month. And I would be so serious about this. And I would work out really hard, and I would eat right, and I would drink a ton of water. And I would lose like 5 pounds the whole month. When you are at an age that young, or even now, and you set a goal like that, 20 pounds, and you step on the scale and you see 5 gone, heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. It hurts. You're upset about it. I started binge eating around this time, mostly because of this, because I would set these huge goals. I would fail. I'm a failure. I'm done. I would be done, and I would eat a ton, and I would relapse, and it was awful. And it wasn't until a few years ago I realized 5 pounds is a freaking good amount to lose in a month. I'm down 15 pounds from November. Like, it's going slow and steady. If I would have stuck to those 5 pounds and been proud of myself, or have been told that it's a good amount, I would have been better off. So set realistic goals. I want to see a little bit more bicep definition in a month. Realistic goal. I want to lose a pound a week. Pretty realistic goal. I want to lose 30 pounds in 4 weeks. Not possible. It's not going to happen. You're going to be hurt at the end of it. No one likes to have their dreams crushed. So don't set your goals that high. It's just simple fact. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. You can have goal weights. Your ultimate goal weight can be whatever you want it to be. But don't give it a time limit. Don't say, I want to lose 100 pounds in a year. It could happen. If you pushed yourself really, really hard, it could happen. But if it didn't happen, you're going to be crushed. You're going to break down. You're going to give up. And it's going to be a hard battle. So just, my first piece of advice is be realistic. Moving on to the second. It takes 21 days for something to become a habit. 21 days. I don't care if you need a calendar on your wall, a little pen and paper, and cross off each day. 21 days. I'm telling you right now, if you eat clean, if you work out, if you're drinking a bunch of water, and you stick to that for 21 days, it's not going to be a burden. I don't wake up every day and think, oh, I have to go work out today. I wake up and I am excited to go to the gym. And not in like an obsessive way, but in a, my day's not done until I've done the work. It's just how it is. And I struggled with this from when I started working out until I was 20 years old. 10 years. That is 10 years of me hating exercise. Hating it. I would cry when I had to go work out. Now, I wake up and I'm like, okay, what time am I going to work out? What time am I going to do this? I love it. And it's part of my plan. I don't feel like my day's done until I do it. I still give myself rest days, which is important to do. And it's not overbearing. It's not a huge part of your life. I mean, it can be. I know on this site, like working out and being healthy is a huge part of your life. But if you think about it, if you are just trying to get healthy, an hour a day is all you need. Some people go more, and that's fine if you want to go more. But if you give yourself an hour a day, give yourself a few rest days during the week for 21 days, I'm telling you right now, you will be sticking to it. It won't feel like the burden anymore. So that's my tip number 2, is give everything 21 days, and it will start coming naturally. I say 21 days, but in reality, I just do month. Like 1 month of something, it's going to become a habit. Cut something out for a month, it's going to become a habit not to eat it. So that kind of moves me to my third point with cutting things out. Don't be crazy restrictive. There are people that can do it. And that was an applause, not even a sarcastic one. That is a real applause for people that can cut food out and keep it that way. This light keeps getting, it's one of those ones that you touch and it gets brighter, those makeup mirrors, and I keep touching it, it keeps getting brighter. But applause to the people that can cut out a whole food and not eat it for the rest of their lives or for long periods of time. Chocolate, some people are like, don't need it, done, and they don't eat it for months, years, however long. Me, if I cut a food out like chocolate, when I get that chocolate eventually, I'm going to eat so much of it that cutting it out was a bad idea in the first place. So, tip number 3, don't be crazy restrictive. Something I do, this might help you, this might not, but this video is kind of for me giving you my tips. So I'm going to give this to you like a little blooming flower. I don't know why I just said that, but we're going to go with it. If I get something like a chocolate bar, what I do is I sit down with it, which is kind of embarrassing, but I had binge eating disorder, and me and my food have weird relationships. So I need to make this food something that I can talk to and rationalize with, and that's how I get through. So this is what I do. If I get a bar of chocolate from the store, I allow myself like 2 or 3 treats a week. Some people let themselves have treats daily. If that's you, you do you, boo-boo. If I had a treat every day, I would go nowhere with my progress. But I give myself a few a week. So sometimes chocolate bars are part of that. And I sit down with it, and I say, Alexa, you can eat this whole chocolate bar if you want. If you want to eat this whole chocolate bar, there's nothing wrong with it. It's one of your treats for the week. You can do that. Usually I don't do that because 1, it gives me a really bad stomachache if I inhale that whole chocolate bar after eating clean for a full week. I'm just saying, it does not feel good. So a lot of times I will say, okay, I'll have some of it now. Tomorrow I'll have some more of it. Whenever I want to take a piece of it, I'll take a piece of it. And that helps me a lot to sit down and just say, I'm not restricting myself from this chocolate bar. If I want to eat it all, I can. And just hearing myself say that, or even if it's just in my head, knowing that I can eat that whole chocolate bar right then and there, that's all I need to know. For some reason, that works for me. And I say, no, I'm going to eat little by little. I do it with ice cream if I have any. I do it with any cookies I have. And I don't have a lot of this stuff. A lot of times my cheat things, not cheat, I guess. I don't really like calling it like a cheat meal, because you're not cheating on anything. It's your life. You're not cheating, you're choosing. You're choosing to eat that. It's not a cheat, so don't call yourself a cheat meal. It is a damn good meal, and you're going to enjoy it. Just saying. So a lot of times my things I crave are like saltier, like pizza, cheeseburgers, things like that. And with those, usually it's just like a one meal thing, so I'm not going to break a cheeseburger into 4 meals. It's not going to happen. Trust me, that's not going to last. But with like candy and stuff like that, I do break it up. And I only give myself small amounts. I only go to the store and pick out 1 chocolate bar. Because if I buy any more than that, like, oh, I'm going to buy 1 and like 4, and it's going to last me 4 weeks. No. It's not going to work. So I buy 1. I break it up however I want to break it up. That's something that will help. So I'm not saying that's going to work for you, because to be honest, some people that does not work for. Some people just can't have it, and that's okay. You have to find what works for you, and that's a big part of motivation, is everyone's a little different. Some people are going to hear what I just said and go, what the heck did that girl just say? I just saved myself. It's really good. They're going to be like, what the heck? Like, why is she talking to a chocolate bar? And some people are going to be like, holy crap, that would work for me. That would do it. And if I reach out to someone and they're like, holy crap, I can do that, then good. If I don't reach anyone and everyone thinks I'm crazy, put me in a mental asylum, because I don't care. Anyways, find your thing. Find what works for you in terms of cutting back on your food. So, last tip. It's already been 12 minutes. I'm really sorry this is a really long video. I try to make it short, but then I ramble. Last thing I have to say is, in this crazy life that we are living, I can't talk. I'm getting so excited that's the end that I can't talk. So, the whole goal here is to be healthy. Whether you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, add muscle, whatever you're trying to do, the goal is healthy. We all know that. That's what we're here for. I mean, that's on Tumblr, we live for this crap. It's not crap. I just didn't want to say shit. But I said it anyways. We live for this shit. We love healthiness. We love getting out and getting active. We love all this. And if you are miserable, if you hate the idea of having to exercise, if you hate the idea of having to eat healthy food, that is in you. And no matter how many people tell you it's good for you or how much you should love it, you're not going to love it until you feel it. This whole thing is about healthiness, and if you are mentally miserable, if you can't stand it, don't do it. I am not going to judge you for saying, I hate this crap. I don't want to do it. I don't want to eat healthy. I don't want to exercise. If it's not there for you, it's not there for you. And someday it might be, someday it may never be. You can't force yourself into something like this. It's all about lifestyle. Getting healthy is a lifestyle change. You have to learn to eat better. You have to learn to nourish your body better. You have to learn to exercise better, to give your body all these good things. And if you aren't personally ready for this journey, no motivation is going to help you. None. Not one thing, because it has to be in here. And that's my last tip, is the final goal is getting healthy. And if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And kudos to you for admitting it. I'm not even joking. Like, if you can tell yourself, screw it, I don't want any part of this, then kudos to you for being strong enough to admit that. And if you do want to make a difference, you'll start. You will. I promise you, no matter how many times you fall, one of these times you'll get up and say, I am a badass, I deserved this, and I'm going to do it. And you will. And when that happens, I hope that I can be there with you, because I would love to be. So there are my 4 tips for motivation. We're going to go back over them just quick 4. Realistic goals. Make sure you're setting realistic goals. Give yourself 21 days. 21 days, that's all we ask. Third one was don't restrict. Don't restrict, or just find what works for you in cutting back and working things out. So there's that. And fourth is be healthy. Mentally, physically. This is all about you. This is no one else's journey but your own. So that's my thing right there, is you have to want it. And no one can want it bad enough for you. No matter how much they might want it for you, you have to want it. So this has been 16 minutes of me rambling about motivation. Hope you enjoyed it.